Hello, hello. Yeah, as I tweeted, D&D got cancelled today, so I find myself with an evening free. And I haven't streamed for a while, so I really wanted to stream, but I didn't have the energy for a randomizer because the chances of it ending up taking 5+ hours is just it's too risky, I think. And I'm kind of like generally low-key stressed at the moment because I'm in the process of applying for a job. I had an interview on Monday, which didn't go as well as I was hoping. It wasn't a disaster, but it definitely shook my confidence a bit. And I was supposed to hear back about the interview today, and I didn't. And so, yeah, a lot of stress. Also, I had a plumber come today because there was water leaking through my kitchen ceiling, and it turns out, fingers crossed, maybe it was an easy fix, but maybe it wasn't. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So, trying for a chill stream today, just kind of low energy. I'm not gonna be getting salty at randomizer. Just gonna be having a nice cozy time doing the dailies, and yeah, seeing what feels like a fun time. So here we are on the Dles, and I guess so. One thing I wanted to try and do today is try some of these that I've never done before, because I've got my go-to ones that I'll knock out in a few minutes, like the New York Times ones. I like to do Octordle, which is where you do 8 wordles at once, because I'm a pervert apparently. But yeah, I want to try some of these other ones because I know from watching Nemo streams, there's some really interesting geography history ones. And I mean, like, look, there's so much stuff here, right? Like, surely some of these are good. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna start off with New York Times connections because that is what okay, it doesn't like me using middle mouse. There we go. Okay, this is my usual start. What is going? No, don't do that. Why can't I? Oh, there it is. Fucking ads, man. Okay, here we are. So, I know from having just been watching Vivi and Bear stream that this smack bomb P wet is apparently a thing. I suppose I should know about it because it's British, I guess, but this is the first time I've ever heard of it, so I sadly don't appreciate the reference as much as I could. So, okay, what's standing out here? I feel like I'm like, what am I going to do with balm, right? Because that's not a normal word. So I'm wondering, is it bar? Am I supposed to do something with bar? And like that's and then it's like the purple one, right, where it's the beginning part of the word somehow. Or am I supposed to add a letter? Like balmy is a thing, but then what else am I doing to fit with balm? I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to balm. I guess I'm realizing as I'm doing this, I'm not used to talking while doing connections. I'm used to just sitting in silence and trying to figure out. So this could be interesting. Okay, so exactly, and then dead. I guess could be, if you're like dead on. Windy and wet and cold and grey? Words to describe South Wales? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so something can to smack of something. Oh no, that doesn't really work, does it? How on earth is balm fitting in here? Like, maybe balm is a more common word than I thought, and I'm an idiot. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. So, okay, I guess, yeah, exactly, dead, smack. Those are all things that you can say, like, something is exactly correct, or, like, smack dab, or dead on, or right? Maybe? Yeah. Okay. So, okay, well, we've done the 2 easier ones, so what's next? Okay, well, King Lear is a thing, but I don't think that King any of this other stuff is a thing. The astronaut. Astronauts go to space. Do any of these other things go to space? This is a tricky one. Like it's not that uncommon that I'll get the purple one first, because I tend to try and look for, you know, do the words begin with something? Like, is it the first part of the word is some other thing? So like barm being bar, I could see being a thing, but there doesn't seem to be any other words here that really fit with the beginning of the word being its own word. So unless it's like change the first letter, maybe. Change it to what? Or is it change the last letter? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna have to guess this one, which doesn't feel good. This is a poor showing for me today on the old connections. So okay, I feel like Barm and P are not in the same category, because it gave that the smack Barm wet P as the first row, and I think that they wanted you to try and guess those four together, because that's like a meme or something. And so I think that they're probably all in different ones, so I'm going to metagame a bit and say that Barm and P don't go together. Learjet is a thing? Are any of these other things jets? I don't think so. Peas are green? Is that a thing? It doesn't seem like it. Rankle starts with rank, and that does make me wonder. Oh, but it also has ankle in it. Oh, okay, we've got ankle, ship, arm. There, okay, there it is. And then ear. Okay, there we go. We got it. And then, okay, what is astronaut P, coffee, and whale about? Astronaut P, coffee, whale. I have no idea what this connection is. Let's see. Oh, contents of a pod. Okay, well. Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but I'll allow it. Okay, so that's the connection set, and I guess we can go from here directly to the mini, which is what I usually do next. Okay, this one hopefully will be a bit easier. So this is John Nash. Chew. Common merch offering. Shirt? Possibly. Journalism is a noted one in 2025. This is loss. Hobby? Maybe? So decides on votes. Midsection of the body is torso. Spin round and round is whirl. This would be new TV, and then echo. Oh, wait, hang on. 8 across was journalism is a noted one in 2025 horse. Oh, there must be a famous horse called journalism, I guess. That would explain that. Okay, so that was better. On to Wordle. I know how to play, thank you. Okay, I always like to start my wordles the same. I like to do chart, and I like to do poise, because those cover... Wow, poise give me nothing. Okay, and then if... So, okay, so there must be U or Y. So let's do... funky. Okay, we have a U and an N. It could be hunch. Okay, it's something unch. So it could be lunch, it could be munch, it could be bunch. But we only have 2 more guesses. So we have to get lucky. Is it bunch, munch, or lunch? Because it can't be anything else, right? Because cunch isn't a word and nunch isn't a word, yeah. So I guess, yeah, let's just go for lunch. It's not lunch, is it bunch? Because if it's not bunch, then it's munch, and I'm sad. Shit, it's munch. Well, we just got unlucky there. Nothing to do about that, I guess. Okay, well that was Wordle. So my next go-to when I'm doing these normally is Bandle. And Bandle is one which I am really bad at, and I will be able to tell you almost instantly if we're going to get this one. Okay, 1972. There is a possibility. There is a possibility that we get this. Let me mute the BGM for this because we need to be able to hear it. So yeah, any music released after about 2005, I probably will not get. Okay. This is a fairly nondescript drum beat. Okay, we'll skip that. This isn't ringing a bell. Skip ahead a bit. Yeah, okay, well, let's try the guitars then. This is a par 3, so if you can get it on this one, then we're at par. Okay, not a lot of electric guitar. Just one note at the beginning. Oh, here we go. Okay, that ascending slide there, I think, maybe. Well, maybe not. But the fact that there's piano... Okay, I'm going to guess Rocket Man. Because I think it might be Rocket Man. It is indeed Rocket Man. There we go. And we did pretty well. Look at that. Yeah, that... Can I play it again? The slide up is a very distinctive part of Rocket Man. I'm not quite sure when it is. That, yeah, with the kind of like the reverb on it, I guess. Very, very distinctly Rocket Man. Okay, cool. So I did Bandle. That's somewhat rare for me because I'm usually quite bad at Bandle. I think, genuinely, I think if the year is like the 70s or the 80s, the chances of me getting increases it by like tenfold. Okay, so after Bandle, do they have Octordle on here? They do. I like Octordle. And in fact, there's 2 Octordles. There's the regular Octordle, and then there's the sequence Octordle, which is a little bit trickier. So, as always, I'll start with chart and poise. Okay, and we immediately can get this one. So this is scare. Right? Yeah. Okay, and do we have any others that are mostly filled in, or that we have a lot of letters for? So we've got ARE, that's not really enough to go on here. So I will go with flunk, because that gets us several letters that we're missing. Okay, so this could be silks. I'm going to try silks. Okay, it's not silks, but it could be silky. There we go. Okay, what do we have here? Something O, L, something Y. Okay, so this could also be an L, and I think it probably is. So this is going to be Holly or Jolly, but it can't be Holly because we've done H. So it could be Jolly or Golly or Dolly or Molly. Okay, well, let's see if we can find another. Okay, we can probably do this one. So we've got to put an ER and a Y in. Flyer. No, well, yeah. This is a way to spell flyer. Okay. Did that help us at all with our... No. So, okay, we've got something ending in double E with a P and a T in it. It could be TP, right? Yeah. Okay. Can we do anything with this one? We've got an N and an ARE. Maybe not. Do I want to do another guess to get some extra letters, maybe? Or do I start... Well, okay, I tell you what, maybe... Okay, so we know that this could be Dolly or Jolly or Molly. Or, yeah, Dolly, Golly, Jolly, Molly. So if we can find a word that has at least 3 of D, G, M, and J in it, then that'll help us figure out what this one is. So, okay, what's a good word with a D and a G and an M in it with 5 letters? There can't be very many of them. In fact, it's possible that there's none. Um, it's annoying because Dodgem would work, but that's too many letters. I wonder if there are actually any 5 letters words with D, G, and M in them. Is it cheating to just Google? D, G, M. Dogma. Oh, that is a good word. Okay. I would have got there eventually if I'd have just been cycling through every single combination of vowels, but... Okay, neither D nor G nor M. So I guess it must be Jolly, assuming that this is an L. Okay, this also gave us a D here, so we've got D, E, and then we've also got a T and an O that have got to go somewhere. The T can't go there, so it's probably... it could be detox. It is detox. Okay, we can probably do this one as well now. Dingy. Or dingy, possibly. Okay, we've got 2 guesses left, so I think this has to be jolly, right? Because like, what else could it be with the letters that we've got? Because this one can either... It can only either be an L or a Q, a W, a Z, a V, a B, or a J. And I don't think... I mean, it can't be a J. It can't... I mean, I guess it technically could be a B, but I don't know what letter would go here then. I think it's jolly. It is jolly. Okay, and then we've got 1 guess left for this one. So, okay, the A is the last letter. And we've got E can't go there, so E is probably here. Arena. Right? That works, yeah. There we go, we got it. Okay. Right down to the wire. And now we'll do the octordal sequence, because I like this one as well. So, as always... So the way this one works is you're guessing in all of them, but you only get to see the letters that are correct and the one that you're currently working on. So I have to solve this one before I can try and solve any of the other ones. Okay, so we've got an H, an R, and E. So what could this be? So second letter H, but there's not a C or an S. So it could be, or a T, in fact. So does that? Okay. What could that be? It could be a W. It could be where. Yeah. Okay. We've got a T, O, and I, but not much else. So let's do funky. None of funky are in that one. Okay. So one of the things with sequences, the fact that I didn't get any letters from funky here is okay because I probably got some letters for it elsewhere. So like once you get past the first like 2 or 3, you'll often find that you're just guessing. Like you have almost all the letters for the rest. So it's like an investment, I guess. So okay, I think I'll do one more guess and try and get some of these unused letters in. If we can get a D and an M and an L, maybe. Um, Maybe we just do dogma again because it's a good word. Okay, so we have a D in the correct place. I guess that O there was suboptimal. So it's probably DI something. So DI something TO, does that work? It does if we have 2 T's. There we go. Okay, we've got an N and a G here, so this is probably going. Yep. Okay. M, N, E, okay. So, guessing the U goes here, maybe? Or unless the N goes here. So if the N goes here, then we've got... I don't think that works. Oh no, because the N can't go there. Okay, the N can't go there, so this is probably... Okay, this has to be the U or the E. Let's say it's the U. Words ending in ut. Menut. Nemut. Inmut. Emnut. Okay, so maybe that's not the U, maybe that's the E. Et. Monet. Numet. Huh. This is a weird one. I'm gonna kick myself, I'm sure, when I see it. Okay, so we know that this can't be E or N, so it's got to be M or U. So let's say that it's U. What does that give us? We could have U. No, we can't have. Okay, so if this is U, this has to be E. So I don't think that can be U because there's no way like MN UET or NM UET is not a word. So this has to be M. And if that's M, oh, it could be unmet. There we go. Something on this page keeps taking. I'm assuming it's an ad. Something keeps taking my my keyboard away, so I can't type. Just like that. Okay, that was unmet. Took a while to get that one. Okay, so we have... Do we have all the letters for this one? Maybe. STOE. And this can't be S or E, so it could be T or O. Unlikely to be O, so I guess more likely to be T. So T goes there. Do I wanna burn a guess to try and get some extra letters? Because there could be like a B uh or an L in here. I guess, I mean, there could be an X in here. Um, Actually, no, they couldn't because the E is here and it's going to be, it would be EX. So we know that there's probably not an X. So, hmm. Oh, I guess I can put the BGM back on because we're done with Bandle. There we go. It's not just me talking in a silent void. Okay. What if I try and just guess a word which has S-T-O-E in it? Stove. There we go. Okay, two N's, U-I-E. So, inu is not a word, okay. Oh, and the E can't go there. Okay, so the E has to go here, so it has to be E-N-N. Ennui. There we go. Cheeky, putting some French in. Okay, this is a tricky one. Assay? No, because the Y doesn't go. Well, okay, I'm gonna do this even though I know this can't be correct. But okay, so we know that begins with an A. So where does the... Okay, so... Here is where we might wish we had one of these letters we're missing. Oh, okay, well this is the second to last one, so we can afford to waste some guesses here, I guess. So, okay, so where is this Y going if it's not going at the end? And it looks like we have no other vowels. There's just this first A and a Y somewhere, because A can't go here, and it can't go here, and we're not going to have a double A to begin with, I don't think. So probably it's A-Y? Unless it's A something, Y, S... Oh, it's abyss. There we go. Oh, and here we are. Nice easy one to finish with. Hopefully. G something INT. Glint. There we go. Nice. We did the octodal. So the only one that I was defeated by today, briefly, was connections. Everything else has actually gone. Oh no, we got... Yeah, we got done by the Wordle because it could have been very many different words that all ended in the last four letters that were the same. Okay, so let's do... I think it's Foodle is the one, or Food Guesser. Let's do Food Guesser. I think this is the one I've seen Nemo play. Yeah, okay, this one is fun. So... This is spelt flour, water, milk, salt, butter, honey, cinnamon optional, sugar optional, fruits optional. A hearty porridge made from scorched spelt flour, giving it a nutty flavour. It's looking kind of Scandinavian, I feel, or like Northern European. Sometimes it features savoury additions such as bacon or onions. I'm gonna guess Sweden. Warm. And this is telling me what? That I need to go more southwest? Okay, so what's southwest of Sweden? Could it be Dutch? Oh, it borders the Netherlands. Okay. Not very many countries border the Netherlands, do they? Belgium? Borders Netherlands and Belgium. Is it Germany? It is. Damn. I was thinking it could. Before I guessed the Netherlands, I was thinking maybe it's Germany and I should guess Germany. But okay, this is not too bad. This looks like baklava. Oh, glutinous rice, maybe not. Coconut slices, sesame seeds, peanuts, oil, ginger, water, salt, sugar. Banana leaf, which is optional. Okay, this is traditionally ceremonial delicacy made from sticky rice, generously mixed with sesame seeds, peanuts, and shredded coconut. It's giving me Thai vibes with the peanuts and coconut and rice. Cooked slowly in a large pot with ginger and oil until the ingredients are well bonded and sticky. Associated with celebrations, it's a team effort to prepare, symbolizing community and cooperation. Let's try Thailand. It borders Thailand. Okay, this is where I show my tragic lack of knowledge about the area of the world. So what borders Thailand? Does Cambodia border Thailand? No. Does Laos border Thailand? No, but also, okay, is it Vietnam? No. God, why is my geography so terrible? So it borders Thailand, it borders Laos. It's not Cambodia and it's not Vietnam. What else is there? It would be cheating to go on Google Maps, I know, but I'm tempted. Is Myanmar in that part of the world? Yeah. Okay. Well, we got it. It took a few guesses, but we got it. Let's go to the next one. This is bread. Flour, water, salt, baking powder, milk, butter, sugar, cheese optional, dried fruits optional. Okay, it's a traditional type of bread known for its simplicity and robust flavour. Typically made from ingredients like flour, water and salt, it's often cooked using a campfire or hot coals. With a dense and chewy texture, it pairs well with butter or golden syrup. Historically, it's served as a staple for travellers and outdoor enthusiasts due to its easy preparation and minimal ingredient requirements. Is this British? Is this like a Scottish bread thing? I don't know. I'm gonna... No, okay, this is certainly not the United Kingdom. It's ice cold. And apparently it's like kind of east, I guess? Although we're really far away, so practically the other side of the world. I guess looking at what it's wrapped in, this is some kind of fibrous plant thing. Maybe it's like, maybe that's... This feels like a really difficult one. This is just bread, right? Like, it's the most basic kind of bread you can have. So... Alright. Historically, it served as a staple for travellers and outdoor enthusiasts. So where has travellers and outdoor enthusiasts? Is it Russia? No. It's still ice cold. Is it Australia? It is Australia. Okay. It's a damper, right? I am reasonably sure that this thing is made. Well, okay, let's read about it. Traditional Australian soda. Yes. Okay. This is a thing that was, I'm assuming, primarily consumed by early European settlers who brought the recipe over from Europe. Like, this is now an iconic part of our Australian bush culture, I guess, but brought to Australia by people from the UK, I think. Which is why it sounded so much like a thing that they would make in Scotland. Okay, well, we got there in the end. In fact, that's actually my best score. So, 10,500. I'm a super foodie, apparently, so not great, not terrible. Oh, I got very slightly above average, which is nice. Okay, well, that was fun. I did better on that than I was expecting to. I thought I would have a real hard time with it. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to be as good at the guess the country by the GDP thing as Nemo is, so I might give that one a miss. But I guess could we do it? Maybe we could do a trivia one. The video games one I think I'd be terrible at because I haven't actually played very many video games. Jeopardy? What's Jeopardy? I guess that's just Jeopardy. Well, let's have a look at it. Answer today's Jeopardy questions from the given category. Alright, well, let's see. Cannot read properties of null, reading 0. Great job. Jeopardy.co. Nice website. Alright, I guess we're not doing that one. What's factal? Let's try factal. Find and properly rank the top 5 answers for the given criteria. Okay. Rank the top 5 websites by the number of average searches per day. Okay. Is this the number of people searching for the website, I guess? Because do people tend to search for Google? Or do they just have... oh, sorry, I just got an email saying that my interview was successful and I will be having another interview. So I am very happy now. That's an enormous relief because I really, really thought that I'd screwed up the interview. Turns out the feedback I've received from your conversation has been positive, and we're excited to move forward with the next steps. So, fantastic. Thank you for the congratulations. I am enormously relieved. Because I hate applying for jobs and I hate interviewing, so if I could just get this job, then that'll be great. I am not actually interested in doing this. This feels like a boring thing that is just going to be pure guesswork for me, because who cares which the most searched for websites are? Any recommendations, Neko, for good Wordle type things? Oh, I can do Time Guesser. I've seen Nemo do Time Guesser. Time Guesser is pretty fun, so let's do this one. Let's do the daily. So the way this works for anyone unfamiliar is you have to guess where and when this picture was taken. So, okay, Olympics in Switzerland, it looks like. So Switzerland isn't very big. I'm guessing it's Bern, because that's like... Well, maybe. Is this the... I've had a lot of practice at the Octwaddle. Well, actually thinking about it, so this is Olympic Airways, so the Olympics is definitely happening, but is this actually... So this is Swiss Air, but that doesn't mean they're in Switzerland. They could have just been coming from Switzerland. Although, wait, no, because these the... Well, no, just... Okay, we've got some flags. That doesn't look like the Swiss flag. If anything, it looks like the Greek flag. So is this Greece then? Because just because Swiss Air is here, like, doesn't mean we're in Switzerland. Although, maybe it does. So, also it's kind of mountainous, which would track for Switzerland. So, okay, so Zurich would be an obvious choice, I guess. Where is the airport? I think it'd be easy to spot an airport because they're pretty big, and Switzerland is not that big. Oh, here we are. Oh, but this looks like a military airport. airport, so possibly not that. Oh, here we are. Zurich Airport. So, well, they're out on the runways, it looks like. Should zoom out a little bit. Are there... Yeah, you got a ridge of mountains here and stuff, so I guess this could be... I'm... Okay. If I'm saying it's Zurich, how badly off could we be if it is in fact Bern? I don't know. I'm just going to go with Zurich. And let's say we are here, just somewhere fairly central. And, okay, Olympic years. It has to be a multiple of 4. So... it could be 1960? What do people look like here? Just look like the 60s? What does it look like the 50s? This is when knowing when the Olympics were in each city would be great. Great help, but no, I don't know. Let's say 68. The Zurich Olympics. I don't know that Zurich ever had the Olympics. I was 1 year off. Oh, but I was okay, and it fucking was Greece. Didn't I say that looks like the Greek flag? Fuck you, Swiss Air. I'm blaming this entirely on Swiss Air. So 69. So it wasn't an Olympic year? Oh, is Olympic Airways just... they just get to call themselves that because of Olympus? Maybe. And it's nothing to do with the Olympics itself? Maybe. That's okay. I should have paid attention to I should have believed the flags, I guess. Okay. This looks, just from the picture quality, this looks a lot more recent. Is that a smartphone? That's a smartphone, I think. It's a phone of some sort, probably. Oh, Olympic Airways is the national air carrier in Greece. Well, good to know. The next time I need to have that piece of information, I will surely remember it. Okay, this is part of Africa that speaks French, I'm guessing, which doesn't exactly narrow it down a lot. Oh, but is this just some kind of generic colorfulness, or is this the flag of the country? What do we have here? CMR. Cameroon, I guess? That would make sense. Cameroon speaks French, I think. Where is Cameroon? Hello? Cameroon? There it is. I guess, so they must have to be careful about having photos in certain parts of the world because, like, Sudan and South Sudan in 1962 didn't exist, right? Like, the political situation was somewhat different. Okay, so now we've got to try and figure out where in Cameroon this is and in what year, which could be tricky. They had a famous aviation disaster where the entire plane had depressurized and the military planes that went up to go investigate on the waterpark found... I think I've read about that. I much like Imi, I occasionally go down a rabbit hole of reading about air disasters, and I definitely remember reading about one where, yeah, there was a depressurization and basically everyone on board was dead and the plane was still flying because of autopilot, which is kind of spooky. Okay, so we think it's Cameroon. I don't know that there's any easy way to figure out where in Cameroon. So, do I just go with the capital city of Cameroon? Just somewhere in here generally. And then for the year, it looks pretty recent. Because she's holding something, it looks like a phone, but maybe it's not a smartphone. But the picture quality is pretty sharp, which I tend to associate with more recent photos. Can we get anything from this? This is just the generic ad, I guess, rather than having any place stuff on it. So let's just go with... let's say 20 20... Actually, no, not 2020, because that's when everyone was inside with COVID. Let's go with 2018. Seems reasonable. This is a pure guess. Okay, right country, wrong city. 1 year off. Wow, I did surprisingly well there. So, okay. If I'd have gone with the other city, we would have got a lot more points. But even so, not bad. Okay. Topical drama highlights Holmes' tour, all set for Waikiki's visitors this Thursday. Okay, so this is New Zealand, I think, because Waikiki. Waikiki would be Hawaii, right? I think. I think Waikiki is Hawaii. Can I zoom in and find the word Waikiki? Because Waikiki could also potentially be New Zealand, because it has like New Zealand place names have that kind of sound to them, I think. But Waikiki, I should know. It's a famous place. I know Waikiki, but I don't know where it is. I used to work with a guy who lived in Hawaii, so the time difference was pretty brutal. But he was such a fantastic asset to the company that basically he said, "I don't want to live here anymore. I want to go live in Hawaii, but I still want to work remotely." And this is back in the early 2000s, so like way before remote work was a common thing. And they were just like, "Yeah, all right, like fine. We can't afford to lose you. If you're going to go and live in Hawaii, then I guess we'll keep paying you to work for us." Okay, well there's a lay, so I guess that it must be somewhere here. But where? And when? Is there a date on this newspaper? That would make it a bit too easy, I guess. It's a pretty rough photo. Pretty old. So, okay, so it's on a beach somewhere. But that could be like quite a lot of different places. So maybe, is it not the island of Hawaii? Is it maybe the island of Oahu? Where is Waikiki? Just gonna zoom in and like scroll around a little bit and try and find Waikiki. Okay, so maybe it's not that, maybe it's one of the other islands. I feel like maybe this is not entirely in the spirit of the thing. You're not supposed to just be zooming all the way in and looking for place names. Okay, well, let's just say it's by Honolulu, I guess. Oh, there it is. Okay. So is it just like here, maybe? Somewhere pretty close to around this area, I guess. That looks like it could be this, maybe. So maybe it's like here. And for the year, this could be the 70s, I guess. What about 74? 16 years off, but I was damn close on the location. Oh, it's the late 50s. God, okay. So yeah, I was way off on the year there. The 50s. Wow. Okay. I guess yeah, the photo's kind of old. It's also, I guess, it's hard to tell. Like usually, I try and gauge the year from like the fashion and stuff, but I don't know very much about beachwear fashions, and this. I mean, this outfit could be from practically any time, so I'll excuse myself being off on the year there. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, what flag is that? Black and white doesn't help, but the fact that it's only 2 colors, in theory, should make it. Oh wait, no, but there's 2 different flags. It looks like. Or are there? This looks like it's got 3 colors, and these look like they've got 2. Where are we? Okay, so we've got Jakarta here, so we're in Indonesia. In fact, we're probably in Jakarta. Whereabouts, though? And when? Because just because it's black and white doesn't mean it's super duper old. This is probably a major street, right? Like a presidential parade or something like that. Because it looks like army. Like, are these just guards, or are they the actual people that the parade is being for? And of course, yeah. Now that I come thinking about it, this is definitely the Indonesian flag. So I guess let's just say we're smack bang in the middle of Jakarta, although it's probably on a bigger road. And for the year, so okay, cool. Can we tell anything from the cars? Maybe is this the 50s again? Maybe. When could this be? I think this could be the 50s. Let's say 58. 71. Fucking black and white photos. As again, pretty close with the location. But the years, okay, I should know this because this looks like a famous landmark. Is that Gibraltar? Is this a famous person? Is this a famous person? I kind of, part of me wants to Google Gibraltar and see if this is in fact the Rock of Gibraltar, but no, I'm gonna go with my gut and say that it is in fact Gibraltar. So if that's the rock and we're across some water from it, but it looks like it's on a promontory, so like, where would we have to be for this photo to make sense? Maybe it isn't Gibraltar. What else? Where else has a really big rock sticking up like this? Without a massive statue on top of it. This is a bit of a cheek. Top of the Rock Cafe, and then over here you've got the rock. Like, are you really on top of the rock? I guess it could be here, and we're looking at this way, maybe. But then there does seem to be, there doesn't seem to be anything around the rock, whereas there's definitely stuff there. So maybe is that this? And this is looking across from here? Maybe that would make sense. I think that makes sense, right? That we're here looking across at the rock. Because then we get to see this stuff here. The rock is in the background. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So we're over here somewhere. And this could be... Is this post-war? Or is it interwar? Because I don't think it would be during the war. I'm gonna go with late 40s on this one, I think. Let's say 48. 12 years off. Wow, completely the wrong place. Where was it? Oh, it's the Sugarloaf Mountain in Rio. Okay. So yeah, I was, you know, I got 12 points for the location. Alright, well now I have to know, what does the Rock of Gibraltar actually look like? Let's look at pictures of the Rock of Gibraltar. Okay, so it is different. But I mean, from the right angle, I guess maybe you could excuse my ignorance. Nah, it's pretty different. Okay, Sugarloaf Mountain. So had I known it was the Sugarloaf Mountain, I don't think I would have been able to find the Sugarloaf Mountain. I think one thing that threw me off is that for some reason I conflated Christ the Redeemer with the Sugarloaf Mountain. Because I guess... Is this the... Where is the mountain then? Because the location of the photo is here and it's looking across at this. So I guess this must be Sugarloaf Mountain. It's just this in Portuguese, so I can't read it. And then Christ the Redeemer is like over here. Okay. Alright, there's a lot of stuff in Rio, I guess. Alright, well that one wasn't great. And what was the year? It was the early 60s. 1960. God. I'm terrible at guessing the years. So 31,000 out of 50,000, not great. But that was kind of fun. Alright. Do I want to do... I don't know if I want to do a math logic one. I don't know, my brain is really there for it. We could do a Zelda-dle and hope that it's about Ocarina of Time. The the only Zelda game that I really know much about. Okay, guess the boss from the image. I have absolutely no idea. I can't even tell what game that's from. Okay, this was a bad idea. Okay, we'll try the song. Let me mute the BGM. All right. Can we identify music? Is the music even going to play? Let me refresh the page. Play the melody. Okay, it's not playing. Cool. Alright, well, let's not try Zelda-dle. Dota-dle? Okay, I've watched a fair amount of Dota. So let's try this. As long as it's not one of the really new heroes, I should, in theory, know the Dota heroes. So let's start with Puck. Okay, so it's a medium complexity hero, and that's the only thing. Okay, and it's released more recently than 2007. Okay, so what about Snapfire? Okay, it's a male, and it's released before Snapfire. Alright, so this should be a hero that I know. And it's a male, so... Okay, who was released before Snapfire, but after Pug? Early Dota stuff is, like, I don't really have. Okay, and they're not ranged, they're melee. What about anti-mage? When was anti-mage released? Okay, it's an agi carry. Okay, well, anti-mage was even older. So okay, a male agility carry melee, medium complexity, released after 2007. So okay, let's have a think about this. They're not human, they're not dragon or fey, and they're not dragon keen. So... Male agi carries. There's not... I mean, well, okay, so it could be... Could be Jug. I think... Or is Jug a strength... I think Jug's a strength carry, actually. This is where the lack of playing Dota and just watching Dota comes in. Let's try Jug. I think Juggernaut is probably a really old hero as well. Okay, he's an agi carry. And yeah, he's even older than Puck. How many guesses do I get? Or is it just unlimited? I guess maybe it's unlimited. Male agi carries. So is... Let me think. Slark? Okay. Hey, it's Slark. Here we go. In 5 tries. Not too bad. Okay, that was kind of fun. Maybe I'll add that to my rotation. What else? What else can I do? I feel like I'm running out of Dles to do. I guess I could just do a GeoGuessr. Or I could do let's see, okay, what do they have for movies and TV? Let's see if they have anything interesting here. Well, guess the movie sounds fairly straightforward. Guess the movie. Okay. From this screenshot. Well, is that just New York? I don't know. Maybe it's not New York. It's a city. Is that a city that's about to get blown up in Terminator 2 Judgment Day? No. Okay, it's got a 7.8 on IMDb and a 76% Metacritic. And there's a beach. There's a dude on the beach. Okay. This looks pretty like UK coded, this beach, because of the clouds. But the last one, this definitely is not UK, so is it East Coast somewhere? I wonder, like, I guess that, I mean, there is a possibility that it's just a movie that I'd never even heard of, because I haven't seen every movie. I don't really have any idea as to what this could be from. It's not ringing any bells at all. I know that Dogma takes place on the East Coast in Jersey, so I'll do Dogma. Oh, okay. Someone is doing drugs, it looks like. Someone with red fingernails? It's a drama crime. I don't think it's this. 2007, okay. So this is a relatively recent movie? I think this is a movie that I have not seen. It's possibly a movie that I've never heard of. And what was our... Yeah, so it's a drama crime movie from 2007 with a 7.8 on IMDb. I have a feeling I'm not getting this one. Because it's really not ringing any bells at all. 2007. I look at 2007 and I think, oh, that's relatively recent, but it isn't. It's 18 years ago. So, okay. Yeah, I think this is a movie that I've not heard of. I'm just gonna go for another guess. Okay. Denzel Washington. Oh, is it? What's the name? Maybe this is a movie I've seen. Now I'm gonna feel bad if it is the one I think it is. What was that? Shit, what was the name of that movie? It also had Russell Crowe in it, the one I'm thinking of. Crap, why can't I remember what it was called? I keep thinking Law Abiding Citizen, but that's not it. That's a not very good movie with Jared Butler in it. Is the word citizen in it? Okay. Just looking for all of the movies with the word law in. I'm gonna kick myself, I think. Well, let's just do Law Abiding Citizen in it because it's stuck in my head. Yeah, this is definitely the. I know this movie, I just can't remember the name of it. Damn it. Yeah, he plays this like drug kingpin who turns informer for Russell Crowe's investigator, and there's like he's trying to like bring down all the dirty cops and stuff. Russell Crowe. Oh, good grief! Why can't I remember the name of this movie? It's gonna drive me nuts. I'm just gonna... American Gangster, yeah. I saw it in the... I actually saw this movie in theaters with a friend of mine back when it first came out. So 18 years ago, I watched this in theaters. I don't remember either. I mean, this is such a generic shot, and I don't remember this shot at all from it. This tracks because it's about people who sell drugs and then people who use drugs. This does not ring a bell at all. And then from this shot, I should have got it. If I could only have remembered the name of the movie. Oh well. I want to do another movie one. Cartoon. Guess what's this one? Guess the cartoon character within. Well, there's far too many cartoon characters, and I stopped watching cartoons like 15 years ago, so I probably will not be able to get that. What's Movie Doll? All right, let's do Movie Doll. Oh, there's a shitload of ads on this page. Okay, so you just make guesses and it tells you how close you are. Okay, well, let's start with Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Just like we did before. Okay, so it was made after... What on earth is this? Oh, these are people who were in the movie, I guess? Okay. So not that many young people in the movie. Well, relatively young. Like there's no teenagers or early 20s. It's released after 1991. It looks like... Does each X stand for an actual letter? I guess it must do. Okay, so we're looking for a movie, let's say The Matrix. Because that was after 1991. Okay, it's after 1999. I feel like this maybe is more helpful than I'm giving it credit for, that I could be trying to figure out who some of these people are. Maybe it's a much more recent movie. Okay, well... let's say How to Train Your Dragon Kiss, that's 2010. Well, it's more recent than that? Okay. Wow, it's a very recent movie. It massively increases the chance that I have not seen it. Okay, let's think of a really recent movie. Like, I assume that that's what this means, is that the movie that I'm looking for is older than 2010. Oh, sorry, newer than 2010, but less new than some year that I haven't gone to yet. So okay, let's think of a very recent movie. Can I name a movie that came out this year? Probably not. I can't remember the last time I went to the... Actually, no, I can remember the last time I went to the cinema. It was to see... Okay, well, it's not on the list, but it was to see a movie called A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks, which was decent. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was a remake of a Scandinavian movie, I think. All right. Well, can I think of any movies that have come out recently? When was Inside Out? Inside Out. Okay, well, let's go with Inside Out 2 because that's a very recent movie. Okay, so it's somewhere between those two, and it is a drama movie. Do I get unlimited guesses on this? No, I don't. I'm halfway through, and I know fuck all about the movie other than that it was made in a 14-year window and is a drama, which I have to assume almost all movies are dramas. Is there a way to guess an actor? I guess not. You're searching for the movie, right? Like I can't fill in the actor. So, okay, a drama movie made in this 14-year window. Can we find a 27? Okay, let's just do this because it's 2017 and that. Well, actually, no, thinking about it, knowing the year doesn't help me at all because I don't know when movies were made. So, alright, well, it's a drama and something. I feel like I'm not getting this one. I think that the information that they're being provided with is not the information I use to know what a movie is. You know, like when I think of a movie, I don't think, oh yeah, the movie that came out in this year. Because I'm not really getting anything else from this. Oh, and I guess if you name a movie and its director was the same director, does it show up here? Or if you name a movie and its cast also appears here, does the cast appear here? Maybe. Okay. Alright, well, in that case, maybe I should just name a movie with lots and lots of people in it. Like... Avengers Infinity War. Oh, no, Avengers Endgame. Okay, so... It's less recent than that. What about Avengers Age of Ultron? Okay, it came out in 2015. That doesn't really help. No one who is... I'm assuming that no one who is in any of these movies was in this movie, and that's why none of these names are filled in. Okay, so it's a 10-year-old movie. I don't think I'm getting this. I'm just gonna put in two things and see what happens. Okay, Carol. I have never heard of that movie. Who was in it? Kate Blanchett, Rooney Mara. Okay, yeah, I've never heard of this movie, so the chances of me guessing it pretty slim. Okay. Ugh. I should have some water. I have not been drinking enough water. All right. Do I want to do another one? Maybe one of these looks interesting. Let's do the Costcodal. I think this one's one that I could maybe do. Organic Rumo spaghetti, 8 times, what was it, 8 pounds of spaghetti. And it's organic spaghetti as well. So, and this is where I show my total ignorance of the cost of any type of food stuff, because I don't tend to look at the prices when I go grocery shopping. Because 1, I go grocery shopping fairly infrequently, and 2, when I do go grocery shopping, I just always buy the same stuff, and none of it is cooking ingredients, because I'm really, really bad for cooking. So, yeah, I don't know how much pasta costs. Let's say $15 for 8 pounds. Okay, less than $15. Is it $10 for 8 pounds of spaghetti? Yes. Okay, there we go, that was easy. Oh, it's nice that they don't make you go to the penny, because getting 10 and having to go under and then over and zoom in on the individual amount would be a pain. There we go, okay, cool. You can buy 8 pounds of spaghetti for $10 in Costco. Okay, that one ended a bit quicker than I was expecting. I thought I might have to spend a little bit longer on that one. Guess the book? I do like books. Let's do guess the book. Okay, so this is a snippet from the book, I guess. Whatever it was she wanted me, I must have brought it to her somewhere along the way. The only thing I dream of is the house empty, open to sun and dust and ivy, scuffle. So I've not read this book. This is not familiar to me. Oh, but we get multiple guesses and we get more information. I see, okay. So it's an American book, so they talk about freeways. God, I have absolutely no idea. Again, it's very, very possible this is going to be a book that I've never heard of, because there are very many books that I've never heard of. It was actually, so back when I was in school, there was a big thing in the UK. I think it was called the Big Read, and they were getting like as many people in the country as possible to vote on their favourite books. And so they had like a list of the nation's 100 favourite books in order. And as part of like promoting reading and getting people excited about this, my school did, well, we did like a fancy dress day where you dress up as a character from one of the top 100 books. But also the English department did a little quiz night where you answered various questions about the 100 books. And so the people who were invited were the English department, so people who were studying English at A level, which is like in the UK, when you're 17 and 18, you pick like 4 such subjects to focus in on. And so it was the people who'd picked English as one of their 4 subjects to focus in on, and also me. I didn't do English for A level. I did maths, physics, chemistry, and history because I was a massive nerd who liked science. But the English teacher just liked me, so she was like, you should come along and you should be involved because you like to read. And so I did, and I trounced all of the English students because I'd actually read like half the books in the top 100. So I had a bit of an advantage there. I was going to say I should read more. I'm always reading. Like I always, like literally always, I'm in the process of reading a book, because as soon as I finish the book that I'm currently reading, I will immediately start another book. I should read more new books. I tend to reread books a lot. I'm currently in the process of rereading a bunch of Discworld books. It had been ages since I'd read the first few Discworld books, and so I reread the first 3, and I'm working my way through the 4th one now, which is actually the first Discworld book I ever read. Was the 4th Discworld book. But after I'm done with that, I think I've got some John le Carré books that I got gifted a while back that I need to read. And then I should probably try and either find a new author to get into and read a bunch of their books, or maybe I should just order some classic literature and read that, because there's a lot of, there's a few books that are considered like, some of the greatest books ever that I have read. Like Catch-22 is one of my favourite books. I think it's fantastic. But there's also a lot that I haven't. So I'm not sure if I really want to try and tackle like Ulysses or Moby Dick, maybe, the ones that are like a bit of a slog. But I should probably try and expand my my literary horizons a little bit. But yeah, all of this is just me dancing around the fact that I have absolutely no idea what this book is, and so I will say The Hungry Caterpillar if I can. Well, let's go with The Hunger Games since that came up first. I know it's not The Hunger Games. Alright. Okay, so it's about a murderer, maybe? Murderer who's targeting 5 women? It's a fiction crime mystery thriller. Yeah, I don't think I know this book. I think we're gonna get to the end and I'm gonna say I've never heard of this. So I'm gonna just fire a shot in the dark again. Do they have hungry cat? The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Okay. I'm not sure I remember there being a serial killer in The Very Hungry Caterpillar, but released in 2008. Yeah, I don't know this book. I'm just gonna let's just skip because I don't know it. The book is... Yeah, I've never heard of this. Who wrote this? Is it a good book? By Tana French. Okay, apparently it's a fairly good book. Dublin Murder Squad. Oh, is it set in Ireland then? It is set in Ireland, okay. Well, in that case, I take back what I said about it being American. I didn't know they used the word freeways in Ireland. Okay, well, I guess I suck at books. Alright, well, I know what I want to... I think... What time is it? I've been going for almost 90 minutes. I wanted to do a shorter stream today. I also need to look after the dog because my housemate's out. So I think maybe I'll do one more, and then I'll call it a day. So the one I want to do, we're gonna do Horsel. So it's like Wordle, but slightly different. So I like to think about Horsel a fair bit because it can be tricky. Like, you don't want to just dive right in with Horsel. You gotta vibe it out a little bit. Because I mean, it could be... Oh, I'm not typing. Why? Okay, it doesn't let you type with the keyboard. It could be house. Actually, no. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I like to start with chart. So let's do chart. Okay, it's got an H and an R. And then I like to do poise, because that gets us a lot of vowels. Oh, okay. Okay, so we know that we've got all the letters. Okay, so I guess it could be horse, maybe. Because R-O-H-S-E, I don't... Well, let's try that one. I'm not sure that it's a word. That is not a word. Okay, so then I guess it must be horse. Nice. So yeah, just for anyone unaware, Horsel, the word is always horse. The game is, you pretend that you don't know that it's horse. I guess my opener of chart and poise is actually pretty good when the word is horse, it turns out. An opener of horse is very strong with Horsel, because you just get it correct immediately. But I don't know. It's fun to see how around, like how long you can string it out before you're forced to conclude that it can't be anything other than horse. And unfortunately for me, chart and poise left me with no option but to immediately guess horse. Okay, yeah, that'll do. That's a nice silly way to end it. Yeah, I think if I do more Dles on stream, it'll be like either as a wind down to a stream after I've finished a randomizer, or maybe as a warm up to a stream. I'm not sure that an entire stream of this is something that's going to work, other than on days when I'm just pretty tired and I don't have it in me to do a proper stream, like today. So yeah, on the weekend I'm gonna try and do a normal stream. I'm gonna do a randomizer. There is, I think. Well, actually, we can Google. So I have Elden Ring on my wish list. So the next Steam sale starts in about a week. A little over a week. Okay, and I am holding off buying Elden Ring because I wanted to try and get it slightly cheaper because it's not that cheap. I mean, obviously it's worth it. It's an amazing game, but if I can spend slightly less money on it, then I will. And I do want to start trying to play Elden Ring at some point because as much as I love randomizers, there's kind of I don't like splitting randomizers across 2 streams because I forget what I'd done on the first stream and then I end up backtracking and wasting time on the second one. But I also don't ideally want to be spending 6 hours doing a randomizer stream. Like, I'd like to have a stream that is 3 or 4 hours, like, consistently, and I'm not sure that I can tweak the randomizer settings to do that without making it a bit too easy. Because part of the fun of randomizer for me is having to use glitches and having to think about what I'm going to do next and sort of solve the puzzle. And if you make it a bit too easy, that it's just a matter of going from place to place and getting all of the good items and then beating all the dungeons and then you're done, and there's not really much, like, not much thought involved. So if I can find a game like Elden Ring where you can just play it for 3 hours and then stop playing it, that'd be great. That's why Blueprints was really good, because although I ended up doing a lot of very long streams for Blueprints because I was super into it, you could just do like 2 days in Blueprints and then that's it. You've got a 2.5 hour stream, and you can call it a day at that. Because I think one of the things that puts me off streaming some days, like if I'm feeling kind of tired or not super into it, the idea of like, oh well, let's sit down for 5 hours and stream, it's a bit daunting. Whereas knowing that like I can just do an hour and a half or 2.5 hours or something is a lot more, lot easier to kind of bite the bullet and get going on that. So okay, with that in mind, I am gonna look for someone to raid. Okay, is there anyone I'm following we can raid? We could raid Kumo. I've never raided Kumo before, but Kumo is cool. She's one of the Just Idols, like Vivi. She is a friend of Imi. So maybe we raid Kumo. What's she doing? She's drawing, it looks like. Yeah. Let me just make sure that there's no obvious reason why I shouldn't. Yeah. Let's raid Kuma. We are unable to raid... Okay, well, I guess maybe Kuma has raids turned off. So, well, let's find someone else to raid then. I guess we could raid Kyo for some ASMR. Sure, why not? Fair warning, if you are not a fan of ear licking ASMR, then you might want to bail out before the raid triggers, because that is the majority of Kyo's stream is ear licking. However, if you are a fan of ear licking, you're gonna have a great time. So yeah, okay, the raid is ready to go. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I know this is a bit of a departure from my usual streams, but I figure it's good to try out new things every now and then. And yeah, I've been kind of sad recently. I'm going to be honest about it, and so being able to stream something which is a bit less taxing than doing a 5-hour randomizer, I think is probably good for me, because I want to keep streaming. I really enjoy streaming, so the more I can do to keep in the habit of doing it, the better. So yeah, maybe we'll do more streams like this. I'll see how it goes. But for now, let's all go say hi to Kyo and have a good evening. And thank you for stopping by.